Why does Brandon Sanderson get to break all the rules? My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better because he's better than the rest of us. He's built differently. Every single day I will have somebody in my comments, and it is almost always Brandon Sanderson. Occasionally it'll be Suzanne Collins, occasionally it'll be somebody else, but Brandon Sanderson is a hot name that a lot of people have been saying in my comments lately. And they are saying like, okay, Gina, you're saying that you shouldn't do X or you shouldn't do Y, and why did Brandon Sanderson get to do those things? And the answer is that he's better than most of us. He might be better than all of us. He is a once in a generation, revolutionized the genre writer. He is incredible. He is built different. And while the examples that people point to might not be his most recent novel, or even the novel that made him a household name, or whatever it is, that it might have been something that was published fairly early in his career, did you know that he wrote 7 books before he even got literary representation? Nothing that you've seen from this man is his early work. He has been plugging away at this for a very, very long time, and he has been developing these skills for a really long time. And to be very clear, I'm not slandering or slamming him. He is an A-plus individual. Everything I know about that man is top tier. He gives back to the writing community in a significant way. I have nothing but good things to say about Brandon Sanderson. He's a great author and a great person. But he is able to do things that a lot of writers are just simply never going to develop the skill to be able to do. Everyone can learn how to write. Everyone who wants to be in this industry can find their way into this industry. Yes, it's competitive. Yes, it is difficult, but it is possible for anyone to learn these skills. I believe that wholeheartedly. But he's built different. He brings a level of talent, and frankly, at this point, he brings a team of support people with him that the rest of us are not going to have access to, and we didn't come with that natural well of talent that he started with, in addition to all of the work that he's done, and in addition to all the work that you can do on yourself and your career. Doesn't matter how much time I spend drilling in basketball, I will never be as good as Caitlin Clark is. It is simply never going to happen. Yes, she worked hard for that, but she brought a well of natural talent to that. And we can conceive of this in other spaces, but people have a hard time conceiving of this in the writing space. Writing takes talent, and it takes hard work, and it requires some luck. Is it possible that you have that well of talent inside of you and that you'd be able to hone your skills and become just as good or better than Brandon Sanderson? Yes, that is entirely possible. It is completely within the realm of possibility for the next once in a generation literary voice to be sitting here watching this video and being like, I'll show her. Great. Yeah, show me. Like, absolutely prove me wrong that he's not better than you, that you can do exactly what he's doing. But here's the bad news. You're not going to get the answers to that. You're not going to hone those skills by listening to some lady on the internet for 4 minutes at a time. You're going to have to write and figure out what didn't work and go back and write again. And sometimes you're going to scrap the whole goddamn book and start all over again because you didn't know what you didn't know at the beginning. It takes time to become someone like a Brandon Sanderson. And the people who drop into my comments and are working on their first novel and want their first novel to look like his 15th novel, it simply isn't going to happen that way. I want all of your dreams to come true. I think that you are capable of making every single one of those dreams come true. But you're going to have to put the time in. You are going to have to write and fail and write again until you find success and until you find the story that turns you into your own version of Brandon Sanderson.